What's up everybody, Necrophage here, your Platinum Standard, and today I am bringing you guys some Need for Speed Rivals on the PS4. Now, I've been looking for a new game to Platinum. It's been a while since I've Platinumed a new game, and I didn't want to bring you guys the typical shooter multiplayer stuff that is normally on my channel, so I thought I'd switch it up. Need for Speed Rivals landed in my lap. I didn't have high hopes for it, but let me tell you, it's a pretty awesome game. If you haven't played it, or if you're not into racing games, I suggest you try it. You'll have a lot of fun. Now, before I get too deep into this video, let me show you my baby, my Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. I don't know what Berlinetta means, sounds pretty cool, but she's maxed out for me. Top speed, acceleration, control, strength, durability. I've put a lot of in-game currency into her, and she looks pretty sexy with her purple and green paint job. Now, I chose to do the racer campaign first. You can play as a cop, but I wanted to try out the racing first. And I'm about halfway through the game at this point. I'm almost completely done being the racer. However, I must compete this hot pursuit race, and it is a pain in the ass race. And I gotta do this shit 3 times to be completely done being a racer. And the reason it's a pain in the ass is because it's a hot pursuit. It's not just a race from here to the end. The cops are already on everybody's tail, and they are in the mix the entire time. And I don't know if you saw it a little while ago, but I did complete this once before, and it took me 12 minutes and 28 seconds. 12 minutes and 28 seconds. This race itself, I think, is 26 miles. And I'm going to go 26.2 because it drives like a marathon. And I'm wrecking already. Great start, Necrophage. I love it. I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know if it was my fault because I suck at driving, or that dude just had a good spot on me. I'll give it to the guy just because I'm nice. Don't worry, all these racers are going to be seeing my taillights by the end of this video. I rest assured that you guys will be seeing me get first place at least more than once, because that's how back and forth this race goes. And I'm bouncing off walls all over the place. It's good times. Now, I was playing Killzone for a while, and the campaign is god-awful, and oh, look at me activating some tech pursuits already. Now, before I go into the Killzone story, that tech pursuit that I just activated is actually called an ESF, and that's an electrostatic field, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure that's pretty close, but it basically surrounds my car in electricity and prevents anybody from, get off me, cop, prevents anybody, cops included, from either tagging my car with their own or using their certain car powers that they have against mine. Now, everybody's car can have 2 of these powers attached to them. One you just saw on mine, and that's the electrostatic field that it can surround itself in. The other one that I have is called a shockwave, and it basically just takes energy from the center of my car and disperses it outward and damages anybody near me. Cops, racers, doesn't matter, and it gives me some space, and that's how I like it. And oh, this guy is amazing. Look at this recovery. How in the world is he not just smeared all over the asphalt right now? I don't know, but he is the best. I'll give it to him. And look, he is just riding off into the sunset like I didn't just plow through his vehicle with mine. That was amazing. I'm in shock right now still. But anyways, yes, back to the Killzone story. Playing the campaign, not too impressed. Haven't tried the multiplayer yet, so the verdict still may end up being different for me. But oh, and I wreck again. Who put that car there? That was some bullshit. And here I go. I don't understand this. If you look at the bottom, it says I'm escaping. That doesn't make any sense to me in this race, because that's what this race is all about. You cannot escape these cops until after you finish. These cops will be on my ass and all these other racers' ass until it's done. And that's the real hard part about this race. You can finish first, doesn't matter. Oh, and I'm about to get EMP'd by one of these cops or another racer, these assholes. Let me see if I can't get out of it. And I got hit with it again. Normally if I activate my ESF, oh, that cop just took a spin. I love it. Normally my ESF will deactivate any EMPs that are trying to lock onto me, and I guess I didn't have it charged up. And here we go. I'm taking a lot of damage, and I hit one of those gas stations to try and repair me, and it does. The cops and all these other racers. Oh, I thought I hit a cop. I guess I hit a racer. Well, he should be dead anyways. But as the race goes, the hard part becomes not worrying about the racer so much, because eventually I will get first. That's how I race. I race to win. But the cops will damage my car constantly, and if I don't repair it by hitting those little gas station shops right there, then they get the bust on me. I'll put that in quotes, and I'll have to restart this whole race over. It doesn't matter if I was in first place, if I was at the 26th mile, almost about to finish, it'll be for nothing, and I will have to do this all over again. So here I go, third place. I'm creeping up. These guys are scared. And normally, oh, and here I go, using my shockwave. Somebody was creeping. Oh, and I wreck again. Wow, awesome. It's really hard seeing over these horizons sometimes. I will say that. This is the only camera angle that they give you other than cockpit, and it is really hard, especially in these so-called dynamic weather conditions, to not get plowed by one of these cars just sitting in the middle of the road. These random civilians. Here we go, more EMPs, and I get hit with this one really quickly, so somebody had it booted up on me. So fourth place, I'm falling behind in the pack already, and the weather is crystal clear now. Like the rain and snow was just not 2 seconds behind me. I'll leave it to the game just to be what it is. But yes, they do have sections of the map that are strictly just snow and ice, just to mess with you. And here we go, third place, gunning for first, using my shockwave, trying to make some space. Normally I try and use that maneuver as I'm passing somebody, just so that they are that much further behind. And look at Necrophage hitting jumps during a race. Don't you know that that's not allowed? That's what can happen to you. You can just wreck and look like a dumbass the whole time. Stop getting air and stay on the ground. That's where the traction's at. Fourth place still. When am I gonna get into first? I keep telling you guys it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We are 7 minutes into this video, and I have not even tasted second place yet. Until that very second. What a segue! And look at first getting taken out. I don't know what happened there, but I think he's gonna be out of this for a while. Giving me first place, and like I said, I would eventually hit it. It took me a while. It took me about half the video, but it counts. So now all I have to do is maintain this lead. Look at that drift, beautiful, using my turbo. And this is the most annoying part about this race. You have nothing but clear view in front of you, and oh, that guy came out of nowhere. Luckily, it saved me from hitting that spike strip that was just there. And I got more racers creeping behind me. I see it in my rear view, and here we go. Devil spawn of a cop car, because he came out of the ground, not from heaven, so he's a devil. That's the bullshit part of this race. You will have nobody in front of you, and somehow a cop will be spawned right in front of you just to mess your shit up. And here we go, hitting another gas station. I'm crystal clean, got all my tech pursuits charged up, and another guy creeping behind me to see if I can get him. I see him. He's coming off to my right, and I miss him. So close, so close. It's alright, I'm gonna catch him. I'm only in second place. Let me see if I can get him. I'm so close. I'm so close. Don't miss it, don't miss it. I get him. Oh, and I wreck. Again. A little too much force. I got fishtailed slightly. Oh, and I almost hit some spike strips. That would have been terrible for me, because I'm so close to regaining first place. Now, cops have their own pursuits, or their own powers they can use on you. They're also called tech pursuits, and they can use helicopters to, oh, get off me, shockwave. The cop and that guy, oh, in second place, trying to get some. I think oh no, he's still in it. Get some too, get off me. But yeah, cops can use their own powers against my vehicle. They can deploy spike strips, They can have helicopters. They have their own version of a shockwave to use against me. Pretty much anything to damage your car to get them an easier bust. Just like in real life, you know, they got their, you know, their pit maneuvers and things like that. Just take those real life maneuvers and add some steroids to them, and that's what this game's all about. It's not just about finishing first, it's about making sure you don't get tagged with all this other bullshit. And I don't know what I did there. I think I missed a checkpoint, so I was just trying to turn around and wrecked in the process, because that's what happens. And luckily, the game did the right thing this time and put me right back on track. Normally, it'll just respawn me where I wrecked, and the game did me a favor and put me right back on track. And there is a shit ton of cops right here. Let me just get out of here and try and regain my place. Now, I don't know how that happened. I was just in 5th 1 second ago, and now I'm in 1st, but I am not going to say anything because I am going to win, whether it's by cheating or what. It doesn't matter. It counts. So here we go. It's getting dark. It's getting very scary out here. And this may be... Oh, and I suck. What is that? That was the most awful drift in the world. They will not be calling me DK anytime soon. And yes, that was a Fast and Furious reference. Don't hate me. Probably from the worst Fast and Furious film, but then again, some would say all of those films are terrible. Now, here, like I was saying, got helicopters ruining my shit. And sometimes they'll drop spike strips every once in a while. And first place, taking me out. I like it. I got scared a little bit too. I was more worried about him rather than the road, and that's always a bad sign. But most of the time when it's dark, it's very hard for me to see in this game. I think they do that intentionally, but I wreck a lot more than I normally would if it was daytime. That you just can't see anything, especially civilian cars. Get off me, you're riding on 2 wheels, and a wreck. I think he's done. See, like I was saying, it's not hard to get first, it's just lasting that's the difficult part. So I think I'm good to go here, all I gotta do is finish. That's what she said. First place. There is one more car behind me. Let me see if he doesn't get tagged with those spike strips. No, he does not. He's riding strong and wrecks just like I planned. It was accidental, but I'll take it. And these cops are all over me still. All over me. More spike strips, they are everywhere. They're doing everything they can, and I am damage critical, which means if I wreck one more time badly, I will be done. It will be over for me. So I just decided to plow through some dividing lines anyways, just to make it that much closer. Just to put you guys on the edge of your seats. And here I go, all of them. New record. Speed cameras. I am just breaking the sound barrier as we speak. Heat level 7. I'm just racking up the points too. Oh, and I finally see. Oh, and I almost wrecked going into getting repaired. That would have been devastating. I would have been so pissed if that would have happened. And more cops. Just more and more cops. Just send the whole battalion. I'll take them all on. Now that I'm nice and shiny again. Let me see if I can't get him out of my way. No, no. So close. Oh, I got one. I got one. And there's the finish line, ladies and gents. First place. I am the greatest. But this is where the real battle begins. I finished first, but I'm not out of the woods yet. Let's see if I can't shake these cats as soon as possible and cash in all that money. Because you do have to cash in your money too, and that also sucks. Getting all that money only for you to wreck and have it be all taken away. So let me see. So let me see if I can't do it. Let me see if I can't just outrun the entire police force and make national news, be the biggest video on YouTube. And everyone's in my way. Everybody's in my way. Racers who aren't racing, everybody. And here we go, I'm escaping. It's so close, I can taste it. I didn't know, I'm surprised, I really didn't have to do much. Here we go. Turn on the boosties, Necro, get out of there. Take all the victory as your own. Hitting walls. Like I told you, I suck at driving. But hey, at least it's not a sim. I don't have to be completely 100% legit on this, and I'm still hitting shit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my Need for Speed gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this encourages you to pick it up and play it yourself and not wreck like that. Be a better driver than me. Learn from my mistakes, please. Anyways, until next time, ladies and gents, I'm Necrophage. I'll see you next time.